Check, check. What's going on out there this fine Tuesday evening in MECA land? How we doing? Oh, I'm already out. Hope everybody's doing all right this fine Tuesday evening. How we doing out there? So, got back from the Ohio Car Audio Show presented by Brand X and Resilient Sounds. It was an excellent event. What's going on, Mr. Alt, Mr. Bowser? Anybody else like me or comment there so I'll be able to see you? What's going on, Mr. Ian? How you guys doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. Like it up, share it up. If you're watching on YouTube, follow the like and subscribe there. I haven't been posting a lot of videos and stuff on TikTok or YouTube here recently. Been a little bit busy to get my editing skills on, but I've also the last couple of shows I went to been working and not been able to get out and get some footage, so that kind of stinks. I guess I'm gonna have to start handing the camera off to somebody and tell them to go get me some videos. But I do have some footage I can work on when we get to it. What's going on, Mr. Cassidy? How you doing this evening? So I hope everybody's week's off to a good start. Beeping and stuff over here. Okay. All right. Sorry. What's going on, Mr. Beard? How we doing? Got some new flyers to post on Facebook, I guess. But what's going on, Mr. Schneider? Well, that's what it is this year, buddy. Sorry, man. It sounds like a lot when you're thinking about it, but in practice, it's really not. And I don't disagree with you. I think we've all agreed on that at this point, but that's what it says. So that's what we're doing. And then, you know, we'll change it for you next year. What's going on, Mr. Mosley, Mr. Mayo? How we doing this evening? So I just want to thank everybody that came out this weekend. We had 4 events that went off this weekend. I think they were all pretty successful. Ohio Car Audio Show, Shannon and I were there. It definitely didn't disappoint. We had a lot of fun. We were very busy, but we still had a lot of fun. Got to go around Saturday evening and talk to a few people. Got to meet some new people, so that's always good. We had a blast out there. I think we did about 112 or 14 runs Saturday and about 35 or 40 Sunday. So all in all, that was a great show. We had a lot of folks through the lanes, saw a lot of pretty good scores, met some new competitors, got to chop it up with a lot of people that we don't see all the time. So it was great seeing everybody. Big shout out to Jonathan Patrick and Brand X and Robbie with Resilient Sounds for putting together a great event for us all to come together and hang out. Big shout out to my judges that helped us get it done. Mr. Mosley was whooping butt over there all day Saturday. Mr. Sindel, I don't know what we're going to do with him, but he was helping us out, and we had a pretty good time there. And then, like I said, Saturday we went ahead and did a little 2X there, and Joe and Whitney helped me out in the lane. So appreciate you guys helping us get that show off. It was a great event, and thank you guys for helping us out. Another couple of shows we had going on. We had Mike Smith did a St. Jude's charity event. I got to speak with him briefly after the show was over. I think he did 65 entries there, so that was a great show. They raised a little over $2,000 for St. Jude's charity. So big ups to Mike Smith and the team and the rest of the organizations that were there that helped them do that. Pretty proud of that. So good job this weekend there, my Michigan squad. Chad had a show there in Indiana, the all wheel show. I think he did 25 or 30 entries there, so that was pretty decent. Said he got to meet a few new folks, and they're already planning on another one. So a lot of good stuff there. Big shout out to Chad and his crew. And then last but not least, we had the Shaking the Heaven show down there in Tennessee. Haven't got to speak with Pops just yet. Well, I did a couple times during the show, so they were brief, but I think he did 20 or 25 entries as well. It's good to see Tennessee taking off the ground a little bit there. And, I'm not exactly sure the report on what was raised for the family there, but shout out to those folks. And we're thinking about them, and they're in our thoughts and things like that. So 4 good events went off last weekend. And let me catch up a little bit here on our chat. Mr. Beard, how you doing? Mr. Simone, what's up, buddy? Mr. Sindel, Mr. Matt, how we doing? Mr. Swears, Mr. Caphart. Thank you for the kind words, man. We try. We appreciate the support, and it was good. I think I was running the computer, maybe. I know we didn't formally meet, but it was good seeing you, and we're looking forward to seeing how we progress and what the future holds. Welcome to the club, man. What's going on, Mr. Irvin, Mr. Tony? What's going on, Mr. Ruth? Appreciate you coming out. Hopefully it was a good one. I heard you got some new things going on there. I can't wait to hear it. What's going on, Mr. Hawley? But all in all, very successful weekend last weekend. So shout out to all the judges and everybody getting it done. We've got 4 shows coming at you guys again this weekend. Looks like Jason will be out there in Illinois, in Springfield, Illinois. That'll be a 2X. It's called Noise Complaint. That'll be on June the 8th, which is Sunday. Make sure you get out there and see Jason. Get your points. Check out the show. Jason's doing a lot out there in Illinois. So you guys get out there and check him out. Should be a great time. We also have the Heating Up 2X that'll be going down at Eagle City in Springfield, Ohio. So get out there and see Sydney and the squad. Ohio's really kicking off. Got a lot of events going on there this year. So get out there and get your points. Get your points championships. Get your scores. I know Sid and the crew will be out there holding the MECA tent down. That one should be a pretty good event as well. And then it looks like Mr. Kevin Mayo's kicking off another one there at TC Customized in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania. So Mr. Kevin will be out there holding down the MECA tent. Looks like he's been gaining a little bit of steam this year. Really proud of that guy. He does a lot and, getting it going. So make sure you get out there and check out Kevin and you know, give him a hug for me, tell him he don't know what he's doing, something. But Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania should be cracking this weekend as well. And then lastly, Shannon and I will be doing the Richmond Sound Off, which will be a 2X in Richmond, Kentucky this weekend on the 8th. So that'll be where Shannon and I are this weekend. So my Kentucky folks, here you go. We got a couple of them together for you. We're still working on some more. But Richmond, Kentucky this weekend, Sunday, June the 8th, Eastern Bypass in Richmond, Kentucky. We'll be looking forward to seeing all our Kentucky folks out there and getting it together for you. Shannon's behind me now, I think, putting together awards for that show and a couple of the other ones we got coming up. So they should, 4 events kicking off this weekend. Should be another great weekend for the bass heads out there. And let's see here. I'm going to get back in my chat. Oh, it's definitely a good day. Yeah, if you get on the website there's a couple more going on in Kentucky. Off the top of my head, let me see here. When's the next one? I know we got one June 8th. And then we've got one June the 21st in Williamstown, Kentucky. And then we've got one July the 5th in Eminence, Kentucky. And then let's see here. And then we've got one on the 19th in Louisville, but Selena will be handling that one because we'll be at the one in West Virginia there, SVR Sound Quality 4X. So it looks like right now on the schedule, July 5th in Eminence or the 21st in Williamstown, Kentucky. You can check those out and get the addresses and such on the web page there, Mr. TNP Prez. What's going on, Michael Ritchie? Yep, that's this coming weekend. Shannon and I will be out there holding that one down for you guys. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Shannon's back there putting trophies together now. I say holding down the tent, but we'll probably pull our trailer, but we'll have a tent too, so we'll hold a trailer and the tent down, huh? Shoot. What's going on, Mr. Torino? What's going on, man? Jason, I'm sure he'll put you together, and as soon as he turns it in to me, we'll get it up on the schedule and get you out. Get you a flyer out there and stuff like that. But that's awesome. Appreciate you reaching out to one of our guys there. Check out the website, like and follow the page and all that good stuff. It's good to have you. And I'm sure Jason's pretty good to work with there, so I'm sure he'll get you taken care of. What's going on, Miss Giselle? Yeah, that one is pretty close to Kentucky as well. There, Mr. Cassidy. What's going on, Mr. Ball, Mr. Newman? Yeah, he told me he was going to hang on to it when he took it, Kevin. He said you was going to have to pry it off of him. So I'm glad he likes it. I mean, they are pretty cool, but I think you got it fair and square there, buddy. So if you could get it to hand it over, uh, you know, that's good for you. What's going on, Mr. Albert? When you went online, I'm showing two separate parking pound points. Uh-oh. That's not really normal, but I'll have to look at it. Send me a PM, uh, or actually put in a support ticket at the bottom of the page so that doesn't slip through the cracks for me. But it sounds, I don't know why it would be that way, because I want to say usually that only happens if you got two separate member numbers. But what's going on, Mr. Crawford? Sweet, man. That's awesome. We're always, looking for new places like that. We like to do fat farms. So yeah, welcome to the family. Uh-oh, you coming to see me, Devin? If he's bringing the van, y'all are going to want to be there for that. That thing's rowdy. I'm be looking forward to seeing you, Devin. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Anybody got questions for me this evening? Rules questions, show questions. I didn't have a whole lot tonight. I did have another meeting with the web guys last night. It looks like things are starting to come together there. So that's always good to hear. What's going on, Miss Melinda? How we doing this evening? I hope you're having a good start to your week. Um, do. I lost my train of thought there. What's going on, Peach? Am I losing weight? I was, and then I wasn't, and now I'm kind of back on it again. What it depends on which way my roller coaster's going. Uh, you know, um, so I appreciate you noticing a little bit, I guess, but I lost some, and then I think I gained some back, but now it's starting to come off again a little bit. Once the season starts, and I forget, and I start eating that fast food, I got to stay away from that. So I've been trying the last couple trips. It gets a little hard, but you know, I can look at that stuff and gain weight. Let's see. You can only set world records at 4X's and world finals, Mr. Bowser. What's going on, Milani? But no, I've been working a little bit on that, so you know, trying to make sure I keep my health together. You know, in my 20s and 30s, there I didn't. I just kept doing everything the skinny guys were doing and didn't think much of it. But I'm about to turn 40 now. My lights are coming on. Now I'm like, oh, I should have listened to you fools. But what else we got going on? What's going on, Mr. Martin? How you doing this evening? Anybody got any other questions? My dog's sad back there. Why are you crying, Karma? I know that's Karma. So right now they're going off last year's final scores because that's what the rule book used to say. We have one new world record in MS1 so far. That's the only one set this year. They're still working on some of the things on the site, so I don't really have a page together for that just yet, but I am keeping track of it. And if we don't get to a place where we can add it or integrate it into the site here soon, I'll probably just put a page up in the news right before finals so everybody knows what the current records are. But basically, you're going to go off of the scores from uh, last year's World Finals. Do world record runs cost extra? No, you just have to be a member of the club, and it has to be at a 4X event, and you have to be entered into the competition, and you just need to notify us when you pull up, and we'll take the proper steps to get it certified, and go from there. But other than a membership and the cost of the run at the event, no, currently we do not charge extra, but I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm selling myself short, but I don't know. Uh, Basically, just be a member and come to one of our 4X events. And if you can beat the current score, you can set a world record. What's going on, Mr. Conehead? Park and Pound 4 world record. Let's see if I can find that out for you. I'm pretty sure it's yours, but it goes off the scores on Sunday. So let me see. Do, 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 do. Current Park and Pound 4 world record is a 136.92. 136.92.
Is that held by
Daniel Swears. So you got the current world record, Mr. Daniel. So, yeah, well, it doesn't go off of the loudest score. So the way the rule book used to read was the world records reset at the end of every year, and the world records were always the score that got posted by the world champion on Sunday. So the current world record is whatever the world champion posted on Sunday last year. So that doesn't necessarily mean it was the highest score of the year. But moving forward, you'll be able to set world records at 4Xs and world finals. And the world record will remain the world record until somebody beats it. So it's not going to reset or anything like that. The only way the world record would be reset is if something changes within the rules or something like that that really takes away the competitor's ability to be able to uh, do the score. I don't foresee us changing any of the rules uh, in a fashion that are gonna stop the world records currently. I do know we got a little bit of an update probably coming with the measurement system, so we'll see how that goes and what that does with everybody's stuff. But you know, moving forward, the world records will be set at 4Xs in world finals. And once the world record is set, somebody will have to beat it in order, to get the world record. And Kurt, you definitely have the lowest Park and Pound 4 score ever recorded. 105. Oh, my bad. Sorry, everybody. Yep, Mr. Daniel, you're the world record holder right now. You won world finals, so You are the world record holder, though. So congratulations there, buddy. I'm glad you get to tell him that. Oh, don't go blowing up Kurt's head. Y'all act like he needs that or something. Are y'all kidding?
I can't make a crown big enough to fit.
Yeah, we can't. We can't even make a crown big enough for Kurt's head. I think he might float away every time I see him. I try to hold him down. I don't really know that it'll change as much as you think it will, unless you need it to. I don't know what he did to the software, so I can't really speak for that. Uh, so I don't really know what he did with the software, how it's going to change, but we'll figure that out as we move forward. You guys might know something I don't know. I just know that I saw a little bit earlier that the software was changing a little bit, so I don't know exactly what he did or didn't do, but whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be a decent thing, and maybe uh, maybe make it a little bit more level. We'll see. I don't have it on my term lab just yet, but I don't really have a car together to test it with, so I'm sure I'll get it updated here soon, and then I'll start seeing how it works at some of the events and things like that. But it shouldn't change too much, I don't really think. You have to hear about it every day, huh? That's funny. I do get to go do a little fishing this week, I think. So that'll be fun. Since our show's pretty close to home, I get to go fishing. Well, I guess y'all just have to figure out how to find the DB, Michael. And I don't really think any of the current world records are unbeatable. So even if it is down a DB, I think you'll just have to find it. Can't never could it, Michael Haslage? All I know is if they took a DB away from me, I'd find two just to make everybody mad. So that's where you should start, is with that attitude. If they took one, you find two. That's how you do it. I mean, I don't know how to do it or anything. I'm just saying.
Karma, what do you want? I wish you'd shut up.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd just be time to, get the 2 DB I've been hiding out. Oh, I mean, go to work and find all that score that I don't know that's there. Ain't scared, but I don't know. Like I said, we'll figure it out as we move along. I will. Shh, 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 shh. Anyways, all right. Now that everybody's being quiet, um, you know, we'll find out. Like I said, we'll find out what it looks like and how it's going, and we'll move forward accordingly from there. Uh, you know, I mean, I might have wrote the book on that. Well, I mean, I didn't write the book, but I might have read the book and improved it a little bit and put a couple sentences in there. You know what I'm saying, Milani? Yeah, I mean, we are allowed to use 10 sandbags, right? Oh, is that too much? I didn't usually carry 10 sandbags, but I always like to carry two or three. You know what I mean? Yeah, a bunch of those was cool too. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us want to get, want more sandbags, but sometimes you just can't have them. I mean, sometimes you just can't have that many sandbags, Ken. Yeah, that Jake. That's why we got a 10 bag limit now, buddy. You Ohio mother. Beep. It can be. It can definitely be the name of the game. Joe just asks everybody's mama. What do you ask them? To sit on the car? I don't got any bags anymore. My car's dead. So what else we got going on this evening? What else y'all want me to talk about? I'm not sorry, Mr. Haslage. I'm not fully up to date on the term lab update. I briefly saw something about it earlier, and I haven't got to read much about it or get it uploaded to my computer yet. So I once I get it on the computer and see what's going on, I'll be able to talk about that a little bit more in depth. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be a positive thing, and we'll all just have to get we'll just have to get it together from there. So we don't have any currently any awards for like 6.5s and 8s is it Torino? Hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm not, you can, slap me when you meet me or tell me. But um, we do have fat awards for single. Do we have a fat 10? I think we have fat 10, 12, 15, 18, and 21. So that's for people with a single speaker. We have fat install, fat car, fat truck. We do have show and shine classes. The show and shine rulebook can be found on the website there, www.mecacaraudio.com. You can find the show and shine rulebook there. We have classes for motorcycles. We have classes for side by sides, golf carts, ATVs. If it's got wheels, I probably have a class where I can put it. We have classes for bicycles. Um, we have open play classes for most of that stuff as well. So if you got wheels and you got music or you got something that looks cool, bring it out, and I'm sure I've got somewhere we can put you. Um, so for show and shine, pretty much we got classes for pretty much anything, and then for open play, we have classes for golf carts, ATVs, side by side, slingshots, motorcycles. We actually have a motorcycle division in dueling demos. We have an open class, which is basically for your golf carts and ATVs and things of that nature. So, like I said, if you want to come out and play, we got probably somewhere we can put you in our sandbox, and you know, you can build you a little sandcastle and have some fun with us. I don't really currently have a class for center consoles because I don't see them a whole lot, Ron. But I do think I might be able to get it into extreme class, which that I mean I know that probably isn't what you want to hear, but I just don't currently. I guess the real issue is we've talked about doing a class for those, and I mean maybe that's why I don't see them. But I very rarely even get asked about it. You know, but I don't know if we start to see more of them. I'm sure we could come up with some sort of class for the center console builds. Because, like I said, I know we've discussed it in our R&E meetings. We've just never really pulled the trigger because, like I said, I just don't see enough of them. So, if you guys are out there and you got a center console build and you want a class or you want to see a place where you can play and feel like you're getting treated fairly, shoot me a message, let me know, and if there's enough voices out there that want that, shoot, I mean I'll add it into the book and spend a little bit of time trying to come up with some decent rules for a class like that. um, but currently it would have to fall into extreme, I believe. Yes, you can, Jake. You can enter that in the open class in dueling demos. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's part of the issue I have with it, Kevin. But I think we could possibly come up with some stuff to make it more of a traditional center console class. But like I said, it would take. I think it would take a little bit of thought and a little bit of effort to really, uh, get something together that was fair. And like I said, I'd really have to see some more of those center console builds. So, I mean, even if you're at one of my events, or one of the events we are at, if you have one of those builds, if you're one of those folks that would like to see a class dedicated towards that, come get me, because I'd like to take a look at it and maybe take some measurements. Um, Learn a little bit there, do a little bit of research so I could figure out what we might be able to do to make it fair. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Ron. It's probably something really simple. I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do something like that. Just a pickup truck class, but I mean, that's essentially already a modified street, essentially. But yeah, we sure will. Once we get it and get it tested and all that good stuff, we sure will. But it's going to still hurt a lot of people's feelings when the scores don't go nowhere. Ask me how I know. Because we're already doing what we're doing with O scopes and stuff, buddy. So, I mean, the only thing that'll change it is if it goes purely to VA max. But even then, most of the people that people are frustrated with are probably holding score in their back pocket. So, I don't think it's going to change a whole lot. We've been knowing about that stuff for a long time. And I know maybe people might not like that statement, but just like I said a little bit earlier, anytime they ever take a DB from a real competitor, they find two just to make everybody else cry. So I expect that to be what happens. Um, you know, so you could just count on that and take it to the bank, most likely. I don't know. Ask me how I know. Maybe because I've seen it about 10 times over the last 24 years. We change rules, we do things, we make it harder. And then, guys like me sit back there and laugh. But, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just letting you know that, you know, there's still going to be a lot of unhappy campers out there, and it's going to hurt more people that didn't understand what was happening than it does the people that did. And that's also a fact. I know you don't. I don't have any stake in it either. I'm just giving you my opinion. I just don't really think it's going to change a whole lot. And but I don't know what they did to it. So until I know, I can't really give you a super educated answer. I just can give you an educated answer of, I know throughout the years I've seen at least 10 times where they try to make things a lot more difficult on certain competitors or certain groups of competitors, and then those groups of competitors say, hold my beer. So history tends to repeat itself. That's all I was saying. I mean, I ain't really ran a car in 3 or 4 years. I don't really have a stake in it either. I'm just being truthful.
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know what they did to it, but I see you said if you have a power factor, it might affect it. But I mean, I don't know. When I quit testing my car, I never went below 0.95 on power factor anywhere. So uh, I guess I'd still be pretty happy. But like I said, I was also doing it. In order to really see what was going on, you need an O scope. And I mean, you could also have uh, basically EMI, EMF meters and an O scope, and you could see exactly what was happening and why it happens and how it happens. And there's more than one way that it happens, and it doesn't take any specific amplifier, and there's more than one way you can do it, and yada yada yada. But apparently it'll be fixed, and we'll see how that goes. And I'm looking forward to it, really, because I saw a lot more ties back when we used fuses, so I'll say that too. um well, I ran it, but I'm saying I haven't really tested it or done anything to it. I just pulled it out from under a tree and took a bunch of score out of it and took it to a show. It was a very nice day today. But yeah, I will be requiring the judges to get that update. I'm not going to have half the club using it and half the club not using it. And no matter what, I'll have it on my term lab. So to set a world record, you'll have to combat whatever it is that we've done. But, you know, I will expect them to get their term labs updated once it's official and done. What's going on, Mr. Donald? How do our classes work? I'll agree with Whitney. You can find the rule book on mecacaraudio.com. That'd be the first place to start. But classes for vehicles, that are street style vehicles. Everything behind the second row of seats, below the top of the seat. We have modified street classes, which would be kind of like your traditional no wall style classes. You could build to the B pillar. The box has to be 12 inches off the headliner, or less than 36 inches tall. We have modified classes, what most folks would know as walls, where you can build to the B pillar. And then we have extreme classes or X classes as well, but that's basically just a different metering position with the same sort of rule sets. But you can see all those rules there at www.mecacaraudio.com. Once you take a look at that, if you have any questions about what you see, you can just shoot me a message or get a hold of one of the judges, and I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. And if they don't know the answer, we'll get one for you. What's going on, Mr. Hibbert? Hello. I think that's not a great idea, Mr. Kevin. I'd rather you not do that. I guess you could. We also have open play classes, or what we call dueling demos. We have Park and Pound, which is a 30-second music average. We have Show and Shine. We have Sound Quality. We have Install. So there's a lot of things to choose from. Ride the Light. What's going on, Mr. Gibbs, Mr. Aaron? How you guys doing this fine evening? Make sure you like us up, share us up if you're not following me. or subscribing, like and subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I'm trying to get this MECA page up to 10K. Let's go. I'm trying to get it there. Help me out. Let's get 10K. Maybe I'll do something. Maybe, if I get there, I'm going to do something. Y'all want to find out what something is? Get me there. Help me out. Help a brother out. Let's go. I'm this year, I've been watching it steadily climb up there. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting pretty excited about the year. I'm pretty excited about the future of everything. We got a lot going on. I've been really busy in my personal life this year. Grandma ain't doing that great. Been taking care of her. I've been trying to chase these doll hairs as much as I can during the week, and then getting out there on the weekend with you guys. Trying to get a little more time to get the socials back going again. I was turtle racing it, and now I just don't have the time I had before to really get stuff together. And at the few shows I've been out to this year, we've been busy enough. I haven't been able to get out from behind the computer and go shoot some videos. So, I'm pretty pumped up that, we're where we're at. I think when I took this thing over, is it 4 years or 5 years, something like that. See, y'all done got me so excited. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Game time. Who? Oh, forgot where I was for a second. My bad. But yeah, I think when I took that over, I think we had somewhere around 2,000 or 3,000 people on there, and it's steadily been climbing a little bit. And like I said, I was putting a small amount into it, but I've been trying to be more active and talk a little bit more. So we'll get it together. Appreciate you, Shane. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate you, my man. So you got a Tahoe, a no-wall. It's hard to say really just based off of that information, but get out to an event, and I'm sure the judges will be happy to help you out, tell you what you need to do to get into whatever class it is you want to get into. But from what I can tell and what you're telling me, I'm going to assume it's likely going to fall into street, but possibly modified street. But what Joe's saying over here sounds pretty legit. Is the second row still in? How tall is the box? Things of that nature might affect that classing, but I don't think any of my judges bite too hard. Come out and see them. They'll be happy to help you out. And if you feel, if they have to class you somewhere where you feel like it's unfair, they'll be more than happy to help you, point you in the right direction to get you into the class that you want to fall into. What I missed, Tony? What's going on, buddy? A Nissan 350Z. What? Oh, yep. So, provided the box is behind that second row of seats and not above it, it sounds to me like you could fall into the street class. Our standard sound pressure classes are metered at the headrest, so that's a little bit different. However, we do have kick classes also for that. But it sounds like you'll probably fall into the street class, Donald. All right, what else we got going on this fine Tuesday evening? Oh, what's up, Mr. Lancaster? How we doing tonight? Oh, that's dirty, Jake. Come to the 10 early and he'll get you to the clinic. He's Ohio. OH. All right. But yeah, the Ohio crew's pretty good there, Donald. If you get out there and check them out, I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. If you get there before they get the show going, they might even be nice enough to help you find your peak and all that good stuff too. Oh, I got booed on. Shannon and I are also doing several events in Ohio this year, so you could come see me at one of the Fat Farms or the Liberty Bay show. Whitney said, "Can you ask Shannon to look at her phone?"
Can you ask Whitney to get off me that I'm making crowns for Ohio?
We're making crowns for Ohio.
We nothing.
Hey, it's shake and bake. Ricky Bobby in this. Oh, no, I'm not helping make crowns. I made that part up. Hey Jack, don't tell nobody, but I like Michigan too, buddy. Now, back to the regularly scheduled program. No, I got my phone's here. But do I got two phones? Oh, that's a different.
I messaged her last to look at her phone.
Oh, burn! She said, "Go look at your phone." She texted last in your face. What's going on, Mr. Nathan? How you doing this evening? Mr. Pops, what's going on? Hey, I like Pennsylvania, but I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. I like the Wolverines and stuff. When I was a little kid, I thought that they had cool uniforms. Plus, I was an ice hockey player, so back before I got my knee blew out, I thought about going to one of those places for school, but then life happened. Bars and cars. Oh, she said it didn't give her any notifications.
Oh.
Well, turn your notifications back on. Well, I mean, I understand your feelings there, Aaron, but I explained why I liked them. I was a fan of their ice hockey team and their football team. I know that'll make my Ohio guys happy. But, and then really I was a Kentucky basketball fan. And, that's about it. I might have had the Miami Hurricanes starter jacket like everybody else in 1999, but or the Orlando Magic one, or the Oakland Raiders,
or
the Charlotte Hornets one. I mean,
I just like the teal and purple. I might have that somewhere still.
Yeah, no Miami. I don't think I was really a fan. I just liked the colors, and I had the jacket, so. I mean, I think you could go ahead and do it. I'm probably going to go ahead and do it here within the next week. I mean, I'd like to start hearing back from folks, but I don't have a problem with it. I plan on using whatever they decide to use. I've used Term Lab for a long time. I speak highly of the Term Lab. If you're going to compete in sound pressure, if you're going to build a sound, car in general that you want to be loud, I think it's one of the best tools on the market. So, I always say that. I would recommend buying a Term Lab before you spend more money on equipment if you're at that point. So however they decide to do it, we will be changing it as well. Whatever they update to is what we'll use.
It's the official meter.
Thanks, Torino. You have a good evening, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the future there with you and Jason. And maybe we'll be able to get out there sometime and say hi also. What's going on, Miss Nita? Well, I'm on an hour now, so any of you guys got any questions for me this evening? I'm going to go over the events we got coming up this weekend one more time. And if you guys don't have any questions in the chat box by the time I'm done doing that, we'll go ahead and call it an evening. Thanks, everybody that came out. Like me, share me, follow me, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got a YouTube and a TikTok. YouTube is MECA Official. TikTok is the Real MECA Car Audio. And then obviously, if you're watching me on Facebook, you know where I'm at. So make sure you like and follow the page here on Facebook. I'm trying to get that thing up to 10K. So you guys help me out. It takes a village. But here we go. We're going to go over the events one more time this weekend. So we got a 2X event coming at you this weekend on Sunday, June the 8th, the TC Bass Blast. That's going to be a 2X hosted by Mr. Kevin Mayo in Jefferson Hill, Pennsylvania. Should be a great event. Seen some folks talking about it. Kevin had a great event out there the first time. So looking forward to seeing who comes out, seeing the scores and the progress of the competitors. And hopefully Kevin will see you guys out there this weekend. We also got the June the 8th, Sunday, 2X in Springfield, Illinois at the Eagle City Road. I think that's Eagle City Soccer Field, maybe, if I remember correct. So that's in Springfield, Ohio. Sydney and Jake and the rest of the crew will be out there holding the tent down in Ohio. I say down there, but it's really up there if you're me. So everybody heading out to that event, good luck, and get out there and see Sid and the crew. And if you got questions, you want to check us out, feel free to come over and, talk to the guys. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help anybody, learn about MECA that wants to check it out. We also have June the 8th, Sunday as well, Springfield, Illinois, a 2X that's going to be called Noise Complaint. That'll be hosted by Mr. Jason Antis. So all my Illinois folks, looking forward to seeing Jason this weekend. Him and I'm pretty sure Big Will probably be out there with him. So get out there and check those guys out. If you haven't checked them out, Jason's a really good dude. He'll be happy to help you. and it should be a great event. They always have a decent little turnout there, and it seems to be growing. And he's putting together quite a few shows for the Illinois area for us this year. So make sure you get out there and support Jason and what he's got going on. Springfield, Illinois, 2X on June the 8th. And then last but not least, the Richmond Sound Off for Tuners and Boomers. That's going to be a 2X in Richmond, Kentucky. That's also going to be Sunday. Shannon and I'll be out there hosting that event. I think we're going to drag our trailer down there. So
shout out to Mr. Cheers on that for helping us out on that one.
Who?
Mr. Cheers.
Shout out to Mr. Cheers, Cheers and Beers at the Liquor World. Oh, sorry, not allowed. Shout out to Mr. Cheers for helping us get that together. The Richmond Sound Off 2X. Shannon and I'll be out there hanging out with you guys. Looking forward to meeting some new competitors. All my Kentucky guys that's been waiting. If you are a Kentucky guy, make sure you share it up because, here's your opportunity. We got a few coming up in Kentucky this month and the beginning of next month. So we're still working on a few more. But we do have 4 events on the schedule for you Kentucky folks. And we'll be out there this weekend holding down the MECA lanes. And I'm looking forward to seeing some new folks and seeing some of the old folks as well. It should be a great time. And I'm going to be there, so it's going to be a great time. Duh. Kevin says, don't forget about his 2025 points showing up in 2024.
Tell him to put in a ticket, please.
Put in a ticket at the bottom of the website, Kevin, so we don't let that fall through the cracks because I already forgot.
I did too. So please help me and put in a ticket.
Yep, we'll be at the big show for sure, Nita. We'll be there for sure. I appreciate that, Torino. It was good to see you on here. Like I said, hopefully I'll get to meet you in person here one day. And I got a couple trailers and a camper myself, so one way or the other, even if we make it out there, we'll find a spot to lay our head. Pops, kudos, brother, kudos. Anytime a competitor has something like that to say, kudos, man. He said he gives Pops a 5 for 5. So I appreciate the kind words, Shane. But the judges and, even myself and Shannon, sometimes we don't hear that stuff enough. But that's why we do this stuff. And I'm glad you had fun. And, I'm sure he appreciates the kind words. And I'm pretty sure I don't know. I'm pretty sure Shannon told me she already gave him some kudos for that. But, good job, Pops. Keep it up, brother. Yep, she's definitely back there. All right, well, I'm not seeing any questions up there right this second, but again, I want to thank everybody for a great weekend last weekend at the Ohio Car Audio Show. Like I said, we did a little north of 140 entries. There was 3 other events that happened last weekend. I know it was north of 260 entries combined. That's a great weekend for the club. Mike raised a hell of an amount of money for the St. Jude charity, over $2,000. So great job there. Really looking forward to what the rest of the season has to bring in the future. I appreciate everybody watching me on here and hanging out with me. If you have questions or need anything in the meantime, you can reach out to us on Messenger. Our phone number's on the website. We're always here to help. I appreciate all you guys. The love and support, second to none. and we're going to keep on keeping on here. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped up. Yeah, it was really good meeting Dion. Hopefully, he has a safe trip back home. I'm really glad I got to meet him, and it was a little bit hectic out there, but I think he's going to fit in just fine, and I think we'll have a pretty good, pretty good future together. So I appreciate the kind words there, Giselle, and we're looking forward to it. I think most of you guys that watch me know the drill from here, but like I said, thanks for watching. Make sure you like me, share me, follow the page. Trying to get this thing to 10K. So once we get there, I'm going to give something out. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I'm going to do something. I mean, I've been saying that for a minute, but we're getting close now. So, just a few more to go. I mean, I say a few more, but about 1,000. But anyways, I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me this evening. And if you guys have questions, problems, issues, or you just want to chat, feel free to reach out to us. Like I said, we try to make ourselves pretty available for the competitors. So let us know. And it's been great. Until next time, keep it loud and clear, MECA heads.